Yes, I'm not doing anything. There's reports that people are killing people are killing each other in Falador, and Andrew says it sounds plausible, and he gave me your number. All right, well, that makes sense. Should I come to the office? I can be there in 25 minutes if I walk fast. And the guy said, that's all right, give me your address, I'll pick you up. So I gave this voice my address, got up, got dressed, stood on the curb waiting for some unknown person to come and pick me up. Presently, a car came up and it's Mod Slake. Great. I know Mod Slake. That makes sense, actually. He's a sysadmin. He can deploy my fixes. So he picked me up, drove me to the office, and the office was silent. People always assume that the office would have been a panic with people running around shouting or something, because that's what you do in an office in these times. Well, that may actually be right, but they'd have been doing it in the player support part of the building rather than the programming part of the building. So I never saw a living soul. I don't know what it was like in their room. I heard on the grapevine it was indeed pretty hectic, with people running around giving advice and telling each other bad things that were not the right thing to do. Telling the players run to the bank was bad advice, because that's where Duriel was. Telling people log the fuck out would have probably worked a hell of a lot better. Anyway,
just run into a choke point and everyone's getting barraged and get caught in a barrage pile.
Yeah. Oh. So, but from my point of view, the office was silent, cold, because no bodies to warm it in the night. Very, very stark, just me and Mod Slake.
Poetic.
And I looked into why people were able to fight. A variable is set on them that should always be unset when you leave the house, but hasn't been. So, all right, we'll make that variable no longer enable PvP. We'll make the houses no longer set that variable, just to cover our backs even further. I didn't know enough about construction and its code to test this very well. Honestly, if I deployed my fix blind, untested, we'd have probably stopped the massacre 20 minutes earlier. But I didn't feel very confident. I'd never done an emergency hotfix in the night before. No one except Andrew ever had. And Slake also thought, no, we should test our code before we release our code. What a good idea. Anyway, that's why it took a lot longer than it otherwise would have done, because I had to work out how to have a house with the right kind of lever to pull to get the variable set, to test it that way.